Mm. Good morning. Started in a minute, but yeah, hopefully everyone's having a good start. It's a bit chilly, isn't it? Morning, Isabel. How are you? Oh, I'm good. Just cold. Oh, Dave's back. Hey. Oh, I love seeing your face. Welcome back to this cold, dreary weather. Oh, I can't hear you guys. But that's all right. Well, welcome back anyway.
No, so
I see.
yeah.
I've unmuted.
Back. How are you?
Very good.
Good, good. You back for the nice cold snap?
Yes. The usual trying to get used to, from 30 odd degrees and humidity back to like 7 degrees.
Honest to God, I can't imagine what it's
Yeah.
like from island life to this. Like,
It's a
well,
shock.
it's a shock. It's a shock. Oh, honestly, I couldn't imagine. But hey, it's not been that cold till recently, really. So yeah, we're getting there.
No,
We're getting there. Anyway,
no, we haven't added too bad, have we?
so,
How are you?
yeah,
Okay?
yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm just, you're a normal tired mummy.
Yeah.
My kids are really, really
Three
struggling.
children.
That's the sleep game. So, cheers with my coffee. You know what? I've been so looking forward to getting on my mat today. All week, I said to Matt, I've been trying to find like time to stretch, and I was like, it's just been busy. And I think, oh, do you know what? Today, I can't wait for Sunday. Just need a good
Yeah.
stretch. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. We'll do like remembrance theme today and do
Oh yeah.
at 11 o'clock. I know it was yesterday, but often celebrate today. But at 11 o'clock, we'll do 2 minute silence if that's okay.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
Yeah,
All right.
kind of nice to like get it in. I definitely missed it yesterday.
Oh,
Terrible of me. I didn't even think. I thought it was today. I don't know why.
yes, but because they do this celebration today, don't they? Like what's his name? King Charles is going to London, isn't he?
Right, right.
Today, so
Well, today's Remembrance Day, is that what you mean?
no, well, it's normally the 11th of the 11th of the 11th at the 11th hour, the 11th month,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
11th day, and the 11th hour. But
Yeah.
because that was yesterday, but normally it's Remembrance Sunday, isn't it? They call it.
Yeah.
So they normally
Uh,
do it the Sunday closest to the 11th, and so that's
I mean, I suppose you should think about it yesterday, but yeah, I don't know. I think because it was Sunday, because I had this planned. It got to 11 o'clock yesterday, and Matt and I were like, "Whoa, we missed that!" Like we were just,
yeah.
in the midst of like playing with the children or whatever. But yeah, yeah.
It's
So
a
we'll do it
when
today.
you got bit difficult sometimes to think of, oh, at 11 we've got to stop, children.
Yeah, we should have set a timer, but we didn't. We had good intentions, but we'll do it today. Have our 2 minutes, at least us. Matt might not, but I know it's important to him, but we'll see. We'll see what happens
Yeah.
time wise. So, oh, it's so nice to see you both. It's nice he's back. Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Are you doing okay because you're still working in Lee's school and things like that?
Yeah, it's okay. We should catch up.
Yes, 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 yes. We need to.
I've started to go back to gymnastics. We had like off and on over the summer. So if you're still around, don't worry if you're busy, but on a Tuesday.
That's 10 o'clock, isn't it? That she does gymnastics.
Tuesday
Because I've started. I'm doing a yoga Pilates class where, at the old people center, but it's only £3 a lesson, so and it's
oh,
quite nice. So, but it finishes about what is it? Oh no, it starts at 10. What time does it start? Yeah,
that's
it's 10 to 11. So that's when she does the lesson, isn't it?
for lessons at 11, but it'll be hard for you to get from there over. Don't even worry, we can meet another time.
No, but I can do it if I can do it afterwards because do you normally wait outside anyway, or do you
Well, if you ever wanted to meet us, her class is 11 till 12, and then we could always like meet in the cafe after if you wanted to come over. I obviously have
Yeah.
Harrison, I just keep him busy and we watch her do her gymnastics. So we've been going most weeks, so we'll definitely be there this week and the week after. So no pressure, but we're around if you feel like
Yeah,
say
I
hi.
could come this week because Dad is doing other things anyway.
Oh,
So
lovely.
11 you start. So I mean, as soon as I finish my course, then I can come to you. Then I'll meet you when watch her, and then we can have a little thing to it afterwards.
That sounds
Yeah, that'd be
really
great.
That'd be really nice. Sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'll do that
I'll
on
delete this.
Tuesday.
I'll delete our catch up on the video. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see us chat.
It is lovely to see you, though. Honestly, it looks like it's a
Yeah.
quiet one today. There's still
Yeah.
quite a few people log on to the recorded ones, so it's worth doing. But yeah, it's a good excuse to get on my mat, and even if it's just us, it's lovely. It brings me back to like Castle View days.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Our
remember
lovely
just
little
anyway.
remember we used to do the odd like little morning session, just us. That was
Yeah.
that was bliss actually. It was nice, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I always enjoyed it. I always enjoyed doing yoga. I mean, you really started me on that journey. And the lady I do it with now, she's young as well, but she does more Pilates, so she does a mixture of the two.
It's
And
so
it's
great.
totally different to what I do. I mean, sometimes we will go on warrior and reverse warrior, but we don't study the pose like we do with you. So
Yeah.
that's why I like to do both of them. It's completely different.
It's wonderful, honestly, either way. I think just moving your body, but I love Pilates, but I've never known, I don't know well enough to like even think about teaching it. But Pilates is so good. It's a little bit more strengthening, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
it's a full strength. Yeah.
yeah,
But
lots.
it's a nice. The thing is that yoga that I do. That yoga Pilates class. There's a lot of older people in there as well. Who can't really do too much. So, but it's good. I mean, it's yeah. But it's okay. And as I said, because it's only like in that place in Leyland Community Centre, they only charge £3 an hour. So you just think that's okay.
Oh God,
And
honestly, that's amazing. That's the kind of thing like I've been looking for another class for me to go to, and like maybe not yoga, maybe like something like Zumba. I have a friend who teaches Zumba, but she's in Romford and she's so
yeah,
good. But I just need like I want to do something that's like moving, but not yoga,
yeah,
just kind of, it's nice to
something
kind
different.
of
Yeah,
something
yeah,
different. Yeah. Yeah. And
yes.
for £3, that's amazing.
Well, it is.
That is
But
amazing.
that's the good thing about being old. They don't charge you too much.
I don't even think you being old in my head, but it's what
Well,
it
I am now.
is.
Anyway, okay, I'll let you carry on.
All right.
Love
Well,
you.
yeah, enjoy your stretch and
I will.
we'll stop at 11 for our 2 minutes. It'd be lovely.
Okay.
Oh, lots of love
Love
today.
you. Yeah.
Oh, see you in a
Bye.
sec. Well, let me just perfect. Amazing. Just pinned it properly. Amazing. All right. So lovely little stretch ahead. And yeah, we're gonna focus a little bit on remembrance, a nice little bit of warriors, and spending just a little bit of time reflecting. I think everybody has like some sort of connection, maybe a story, something they've either heard or something in their family that does connect with our wars. And if not, maybe we send that like light and that positive energy to the other countries around us that are like living that warfare. I think it's just such a funny old time, isn't it? I think it's important to remember those who had fought and, I've taught like literature for years, and the poetry and the stories and the sadness and the experience of war is, so much heavier than sometimes we realize. And I think it's important just to mark it, to show our respect. And maybe today we channel that light and that energy to families, children, anybody, in 2023 who are experiencing that warfare. Yeah. Let's pray for a bit of peace, right? Okay, so we're gonna start on our I can't even speak today. Sorry, we're gonna start in child's pose today. So just slightly different. I think my brain wanted to say on our backs, but I have planned that we do this because I think it's a nice way to begin, especially with our little theme. So coming into either knees, hip distance, I think I would take knees, hip distance just to keep it really relaxed to start. But if you do want to go a little bit deeper to start, you can bring the knees wider and sit down into your child's pose. It's up to you. Take it really relaxed today. So if you get into that little bit of wider knees and you think, oh, I just want to come back to that lovely place, forward fold, just soften, allow the forehead to relax either on the mat or on the fists. If you need the tailbone to be lifting up a little bit and leaning forward, take it that way. And just take a little time here to close the eyes. I'm going to begin with a lovely, slow, deep breath. Inhale. And slowly, slowly exhale. Breathing in. And slowly, slowly exhale. And now you're kind of in this pose, bowing down. Really healthy pose for the body, but equally a really nice one that kind of represents this like bowing down. Sometimes I like to see this little the image of respect. Maybe with the eyes closed today, finding that lovely slow deep breath. Let's just channel anybody that might connect with today's thoughts and dedication to remembrance. Like vivid image of my nono, my granddad, wearing that uniform. Images of films I've seen. And just taking a little time and respect for those who didn't make it, those who fought for our freedom, and just showing that respect, bowing down in gratitude for the freedom that we currently have in this country, many countries around us. And for those unfortunately not in such a free and safe position, as we move, let's channel some strength and send some light in that direction. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. We're just going to begin to bring the hands forward. Inhale, just lift the chest up by walking the hands slightly up. And we're going to walk the hands over towards the right hand side. Reaching as far as we can, just getting a little stretch in that side body. So for this angle, we'll reach over. See how that feels. If it feels quite tight, just find a relaxing place for the head. Let the chest sink down and breathe into that left side body. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Inhale, let's walk the hands back to center and over towards the left hand side. Good. Just checking in. Remember, it's our first few poses. It might feel a little tighter. Sometimes when the body's colder, the muscles feel different. So just breathe in. Breathe out. Remember, we want soft neck, soft forehead, soft jaw. Breathing in to that lovely side body. Inhale. And as we exhale, slowly walking the hands back to center, we're going to go back over towards the right and really reach. Inhale, walking them back over towards the left. Inhale, and we're really reaching out. Good, you've got it. Breathing and coming back to that lovely center point. We're going to peel the body up into a nice tabletop position. Nice one. Good. Let's take a little bit of cat and cow here. We're going to find a lovely cow to begin. Pushing the tailbone up, let the belly drop and the shoulders down. Relax the forehead, little smile here, breathing in. And as we exhale, tuck the tailbone under, draw in from the center of the body and draw the chin in. Using this as a lovely way just to say hello to the body. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up, dip the tailbone, find that lovely spine. Breathing in, shoulders drop, relax the face. Inhale and tuck the tailbone under, finding that lovely fat.
Then wake it up and stretching the upper body. Feel the shoulder blades pulling apart. Inhale, find a cow.
We're gonna move between the two poses, cat to cow, breathe in. And at your own pace, I'll count you down for 5, go from cat to cow, staying as long as you want in each, really arching as far as you like or as little as you like. There's 5, just breathe. Use it as a beautiful stretch. 4, cat to cow. 3, can't get it wrong, just listen to your body. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Last one, finding cat pose and holding hands. Breathing in and slowly breathing out, finding that lovely flat back. Nice long spine. Good. Inhale, we're gonna reach the right arm up and take that lovely openness. Drop both shoulders down. Good. Remember, if you ever have soreness on the wrist, come up onto a fist. Beautiful. Opening that side body up. Breathing in. Let's swoop it down and reach through. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, swooping it through. Inhale, last one, we're gonna reach up. We're gonna take time to drop down and get a nice stretch in the shoulders. Let's bring the elbow down, or you can reach all the way through and bring the back of the arm, the cheek, and everything softens down. Good, seeing how that feels. You've got the option to stay here and work to draw both shoulders down and away. Second option here is to reach forward with that left hand, and the final option is to reach up, maybe tuck that hand behind, and then what we do is we rotate that left shoulder up and back. You push into the back of that right hand, and you almost open the body up, looking more towards the ceiling or that left hand side. Good, dropping the shoulders down, just breathe. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching back, and if you're taking that option, slowly bring the hand down, the hands forward, walk it back, pushing into the palm. Inhale, let's twist, reaching up, and back to center. You've got it. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Breathing in, arm out, left side, reaching, lovely twist, drop the shoulders down, just hold this one for a moment, and slowly reaching through. You've got it. Inhale, reaching it up. And exhale, reaching through. Just getting a lovely little release today. Inhale, reaching up. Last one. And exhale, slowly begin by bringing that left hand down and bring the elbow down. Or you can stay here, reaching forward. Really lovely pose. You can reach through further and maybe bring the back of the arm. The cheek comes down. Everything softens here, and you can stay in this position. You also have the option to reach forward with that right hand, but try not to let the shoulders creep up. Drop them both down and away. You get that lovely stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. And the next layer, potentially, if it feels comfortable, you can reach up and tuck that right hand behind. And then we rotate the shoulder up and back. We push into the back of that left hand and open the body more towards the right hand side. There you go. Breathing in. If the neck feels sore, come back. Otherwise, take another little upper body twist. Inhale and exhale. A little smile if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Reaching up and breathing in. Bring the palm back down. You've got it pushing up. And love a little twist here. Breathing in and bring the hand down. Lovely job finding that tabletop. One more time. I'm gonna tuck in my shirt here. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, we're gonna extend that right leg. Bend the knee. We're gonna draw it in for 2 and then take our step forward. Little arch. Inhale, extend. A really nice little vinyasa class drawing in. And then extend. Beautiful. And in and take a big step. So one little, or use your hand or take a really big step forward. You've got it squaring the hips. See how that feels? Play with balance. Remember, there's a wall or a chair if you like. Inhale, option to reach the arms up, or you can keep them on the knees. The arms are up. Drop both shoulders down and sink into that front knee. You've got it. Maybe palms together. 3, 2 and 1. We're gonna lean forward. We put both hands opposite to the foot, wiggle the hips back and draw down, sinking down into child's pose. Breathing, and we're gonna keep it moving. Keep that a little bit quicker this time, now that we know where we're headed. Inhale, let's take a cat pose. Good, let's find a nice cow pose. And back to nice strong flat back by drawing in from the core. Good. Left leg, inhale, extend for 2, drawing it in. Just see how the body feels. We're using this to warm up. Good. And the third one, we take a nice little step. Again, you can fully step forward or you can use the hands when you're ready, lifting up, finding some balance here. Reaching up, either hands together or hands stay on the knees, breathing in, sinking, dropping a little deeper. Inhale. We've got a little smile. Beautiful, reaching forward and hands come on either side. Wiggling it back and sinking down. Let's go again. Inhale, feel the body to cat. Quickly breathing into cow. And exhale, finding a nice flat back. Good. Right leg, extend, draw it in. And inhale, extend, draw it in for 2. Inhale, extend. And this time take a lovely big step forward. Good. Inhale, slowly lifting up. We're going to bring the hands on the knees this time. Sinking nice and deep into that front knee. Good. Option to bring the palms into center. Drop the shoulders down. If you'd like to add a twist, you option to stay here or rotate that left elbow towards the right knee. Maybe bring the elbow down. Good. Inhale. And exhale, a little sink. Drop the shoulders down. Got the option to stay here, or if the range of motion is there, you can tuck that elbow in front. Maybe even draw the hands in more towards the center, twisting the body up. Good, just breathe, feel that little compression in the belly, palms in what's kind of traditionally like a prayer kind of mudra, just setting that light in that prayer, that positive energy, that gratitude and thanks for those who have served and those who are struggling now. Before. Inhale, slowly coming back, reaching the hands up and drawing it down. Wiggle that front foot back. Staying back down, keep flowing. Once you're down, peel it up, dance between the poses. Cat to cow. And flat back. Good. Left leg. Drawing it in. 1. Lovely. 2. Third one. Lovely little step forward. Use the hands if you need to, and coming up when you're ready. Don't worry if I'm going a little bit quick, just find the body. Inhale, hand on the knee. And exhale, option to bring the palms together. Drawing the shoulders down. It's staying here, maybe taking a twist. This time, right elbow towards the left side, you can relax it on top. You can tuck it in front. And you can also push that elbow and the hands a little more towards the midsection, maybe looking up. Don't worry if it's not there. We did a little warm up on the floor to get a little bit more into the twist today. But just breathe. The body's tight. Listen and just go back a stage. Inhale. Slowly coming back to center, reaching it up and down. Beautiful. Wiggle the front foot back and sink in. Coming down into a nice active child's pose this time. So with the arms out, the fingers nice and wide. You want to rotate the bicep out and down. Breathing in and let the chest sink. You've got it. Feel that lovely stretch in the upper body. Relax the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in. This time we're going to peel the body up into cat. We're going to tuck the back toes. We're going to lift the knees up. And we're going to shift the weight back into our first downward dog with our knees bent. Drop the shoulders down and away. Finding a lovely little walking in the heels. You want to look left to right. You're saying no. Don't forget to breathe. Maybe up and back, up and down the neck. Saying yes for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale, looking between the thumbs. Come up to the tops of the toes. Draw in from the core step. Or bend the knees. And if you're in the mood, take a little pop. And maybe bring the hands to meet.
As you kind of hang down, let the belly relax on top of the legs. We're gonna shift the weight over towards the left foot and see if you can extend the right a little bit. Just a little bit, saying hello to the hamstring. We've not done loads, bend both knees, shift the weight back to center. Maybe see if you can work the other direction, extending that left leg a little as you bend a little deeper into the right. Inhale. Exhale, a little bend. A little shift to the other side. Breathing in and breathing out, maybe bending both knees and extending the other leg. Good, side to side at your own pace for 3. Just trying to say hello, hamstrings. 2. A little 6, and the last 1. Breathing in, coming back to that lovely center point. Good. We're gonna find a little halfway lift here. So start by drawing the hands up. Bring the hands on tops of the legs. Have that nice and flat back. We don't want to have any sort of dizziness. Check in how you're feeling and then begin to come back up to a nice tall standing position. And take a little drink if you've got one. I'll move my camera so you don't have my head chopped off. Cheers, everyone. Happy class. Chilly in my house today. My socks off. Amazing. So we're going to do a little bit of our sun salutations and just tap into some of our warriors, but we're going to keep it flowing, keep that warmth moving, keep that energy going through the body, and we'll drop into this really lovely Shavasana. Now bringing the feet hip distance apart. When you're ready, coming to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Let's take a few from standing just to get that little bit more stretch in the backs of the legs and the upper body. When you're ready, reaching it up. And as we exhale, hinging at the hips, reach forward, reach, feel that lovely little hello hamstrings, and bend down over the toes. Let it hang. Good. Now halfway lift, you can find either beginner style. I'm not beginners, I actually do this often myself when my hamstrings are tight. Bring the elbows up, squeeze both shoulder blades in, and see if you can kind of straighten the legs slightly. Wrong terminology there, not beginners, just one other option, and it works really well. We tilt the tailbone away, like you're kind of thinking of a cow pose. Or the other option here is if your hamstrings are just a bit more open, you can work to straighten them and bring the fingertips down.
It's to go, doesn't it? It's
Hips are kind of not kind of in line with the ankle. You want the hips further kind of in line. Sorry, that's really funny. I apologize. I said that totally wrong. So you want the hips in line, ankles,
All the things at the bottom.
and slowly exhale.
no, it's nothing to do with that.
And exhale, scooping it up nice and long. Inhale. Thumbs
I don't know what's going on.
She can hear us.
Breathing in. And breathing out.
Beautiful. Inhale, reaching up and hinging at the hips. Bend the knees, float down, roll the chin in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way up, reaching long. And bring the thumbs in. You've got it. Inhale, reaching it up, hinging at the hips. Bend the knees, fold down. Little halfway lift this time, finding wherever you want to be. And then we're going to bend the knees. We're going to bring the hands forward, shift the weight forward. And we're going to step back into a high plank here or come down onto the knees. You choose. If you're on the knees, allow the pelvis to kind of push forward, draw in from your core and work and push into the hands, draw the shoulders away. If you're in your plank here, see if you can work heels away, drawing the pelvis down. We draw in from the core, push into those hands. Almost feel like a tug of war, chest drawing forward, heels drawing away, and breathe. Relax that forehead for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly coming down. So either via the knees, or you can lean forward over those wrists and lower the upper body down. And come all the way down. We want all the front of the body on the mat. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back. We've got a lovely open chest here. Breathing in a little push and lift. Could be really small, a little bit bigger. Listen to your spine. Inhale. Exhale, coming back down. You've got it. Breathing in, push into the hands, peel the body into tabletop. tuck the toes, and lift up to your downward dog. Good. You can walk the heels here. If you're a little bit newer to downward dog, maybe that's where you choose to be. If anybody fancies a little bit of play, you can extend that right leg maybe. Dropping the shoulders down, maybe working that back heel down, or you can have the knee bent. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe looking underneath that armpit for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot back down. Inhale. I'm gonna look between the thumb step or hop forward. And float down over the toes. You've got it. Find your halfway lift. Inhale, bend the knees deep, scoop it up, reaching long, and slowly bring the thumbs in. Let's keep flowing. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge. Bend the knees, fold down. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, bring the hands forward, step. Or if you know the hop, you can hop back either to a plank, or you can come down onto the knees. You know where to be. Work the heels away, drop the pelvis down, feel strong in your core. You've got it. Inhale. And exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down via the knees or coming from the upper body and down. Untuck those toes. Beautiful. Breathing in, rotate the shoulders up and back, finding a little baby cobra. So the elbows drawing towards the body. We lift a little or a little higher, only if the spine feels good. And breathe. Breathing in and slowly bringing it back down. You've got it. Pushing into the hands, use your core. Coming back up onto the knees, tuck the toes, and then we'll shift the weight back, lifting and coming into your downward dog. Breathe. Love a little bow, a little flow, gratitude, kindness, respect. Channeling those we know who fought, lived through those superheroes. Inhale and exhale. Now option here to keep walking the heels, or if you wanted to have a little play, you can kick up that left leg, maybe looking underneath the armpit. See how it goes. If it feels too much, come out of it. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your foot down. Inhale, look between the thumbs. Step or bend the knees. Hop forward. You've got it. And slowly just hang over those knees. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Good. We're going to shift the weight over towards the left knee and work to extend a little in that right. Bending and shifting it over. Again, extending a little bit in the left. You don't need to lock the knee, but just getting a little bit more in the hamstrings. 1 more each side. Lovely bend. And extend. Breathing in, bend. And extend. And bend. Back to center. We're going to find a lovely little halfway lift. So either fingers on the mat or drawing the hands up. Maybe relaxing your hands on top of the knees. We've been upside down a little longer, so really take your time here. Don't want any dizziness. Breathing in. And as we come back up, bend the knees and scoop the arms wide. Kind of grabbing that big ball of light, positive energy, and bringing the thumbs in. Finding a nice, strong, tall Tadasana mountain pose. We don't want the tailbone dipping. We're going to squeeze and tuck the tailbone under. Pushing the pelvis forward, drawing in from your core. Drop the shoulders down. And just close the eyes and breathe. Maybe lifting all the toes. And then pushing every toe back into the mat. Finding that sense of balance. Breathing nice and slow for 3. For 2, breathing in. Exhale through the mouth. And 1. With the eyes closed today, palms together. If there's anybody that came to mind in family, channeling that energy, that image, the stories that have kind of gone through my family. World War I, how it shapes who I am today, really. World War II, and praying that that's an experience we never have to have. Spending time in gratitude, and again, we breathe in. And as we exhale, we're gonna send love and light to countries who are in turmoil. Today we remember. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And stay standing slowly, bring the hands down onto the hips. Good, we're gonna step forward with the right foot today. We're gonna let's go back. I mixed my words up. Step forward with the left foot slightly and the right foot comes back. We want the kind of right foot at a 45-degree angle. So we're finding a lovely little warrior 2 or warrior 1. So we want the hips forward and we're gonna find that lovely extension in the front leg. So it doesn't have to be too wide. Kind of train tracks in terms of distance and turning the hips to face the front. Good. The front leg stays nice and straight. We're gonna breathe in. And getting a little more into the hamstrings, we're going to squeeze the elbows together and lean forward with the chest. You'll start to feel the back of that left leg, feel a nice little stretch. Again, try and keep that right hip drawn forward. And when you start to feel the stretch, you're welcome to bring the hand on the leg. The only rule here is don't bring it on the knee. We're trying to draw that right hip forward and work the tailbone away. Nice stretch in that front leg. If you've got the range of motion, you can bring the hands below the knee as well. Or you can totally bow forward, only if that feels good, drawing the nose in towards that knee. But try not to open in that hip, drawing that right hip forward and getting that beautiful stretch on that front leg. Little pyramid pose today, little time to bow down. Inhale. And slowly breathing out. And then begin to slowly come back up, walking the hands up. You've got it, hands onto the hips. We're gonna wiggle that front foot slightly over, and then we're gonna open the body into our warrior 2. Good. So we want the toes facing the long edge of the mat, and you want the heel in the middle of that back kind of foot. Inhale, reaching, drop the shoulders down, draw in from your core. You've got it. And take a nice little stretch in that kind of inner hamstring. Drop the shoulders down, breathe in. We're gonna reach forward as far as you can and dip into that hip. Reach, reach, reach. And when you feel that stretch again, we're gonna bring the hand down. Don't place it on the knee, either below or above. And the other hand you can either bring onto the hip or you can keep it extending, but drop shoulders down. Again, we don't want the tailbone dipping. Squeeze and tuck that tailbone under. Maybe dropping the hand down further, taking a little bit more openness. You've got it. Little pyramid and triangle pose. Opening the chest. Love little twist today. Beautiful stretching to that hamstring. Don't kind of hold in that glute. Let it all soften. 3. Lots to think about, isn't it? Relax the face. 2. And 1. Inhale slowly, using that core. Reaching the hands out. Let's channel that inner warrior. Breathing in. Let's bend that front knee. Good. Feeling strong, looking forward, that middle finger, that back hand, feeling that length in from the core for 3, 2, and 1, straightening. Good, again, channeling that strength from those who've passed. Inhale, and sink. That warrior, that strength. Relax the face. 3, 2, and 1. You've got it. Let's straighten that front leg. We're going to turn both toes in towards each other. Good. Reaching up and lovely forward fold. Reach, reach, reach. So a nice little focus on getting a beautiful stretch here in the backs of the legs. Finding a lovely stress relief. Bowing down. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, slowly pushing into the fingertips and the hands, finding a nice flat back. When you're ready, bring the hands onto the hips and slowly use those inner thighs and that core to bring your body back up. Awesome. Inhale. We're going to turn the right toes just to face that short edge of the mat. We're going to pull backwards. So we're finding that nice long stance, little warrior 2 here. So the heel's roughly in line with the middle of that back foot. We find nice long arms. Inhale and exhale, drop the shoulders down. Good. Breathing in Let's bend that front knee. Nice little hole. Drop the shoulders down. Remember, we're strong in our core, strong in that center point of the body. Inhale, straighten. Drop the shoulders in, squeezing in the glutes. Breathing in. And exhale, stay. Lovely work. Holding here, channeling that inner warrior, channeling that energy from those in our thoughts today. Good. Inhale, straightening. And as we exhale, keep that front leg straight. We're going to reach forward. Good. Find that stretch, feeling it in that inner thigh. Reach. And when you're ready, bring the hand down. Remember, the only rule is not on the knee. Never lock the knee. Just find a comfortable position for both hands. So maybe one on the hip, or if it feels good, you can reach up, but don't collapse in the upper body. Draw it down. Good. So you want to tap and squeeze, draw in from your core, feel long. If you have the range, you're welcome to reach a little further, but drop the shoulders down, maybe looking up, forward, or down. Listen to the neck. Beautiful. Breathing and getting that beautiful release. 3. Maybe finding a little smile in it. 2. And 1. You've got it. Using your core, your inner thighs. Slowly bringing the hands and bring them down. You've got it. This time we're going to wiggle that back foot slightly forward and turn to face that front edge of the mat. We want to wiggle the front foot over as well. We want the feet a little bit more on train tracks rather than too close together. Turn and see if you can get that back foot on a 45-degree angle, front foot forward, not too wide of a stance, and straighten the front leg. And you've got it. Another little bow. We're going to reach up, inhale. And as we exhale, this time we're drawing that left hip forward, we're reaching forward and seeing how it can feel in that front leg. You can have the hands on the hips if you like, or reach with the front hands, totally up to you. As you get that chest down, you can bring the hands either on top of the leg. If you want the knee slightly bent, great, or if you want to work to just straighten a little more, or you can bring the hands down to the ankles or on opposite sides of the foot and allow the neck to soften wherever you are. And noticing is the left hip opening, can you draw that left hip forward? Just get a little bit more on that front leg. Just breathe. Breathing in and out, love a little bow. Gratitude, beautiful release. Closing your eyes for 3, 2, and 1. Breathing and slowly coming back up out of that pose, using the core, coming back up slowly. You've got it. Breathing, and we're going to reach the arms up, bend the back knee, and take a big step forward to the other end of the mat. You've got it. Inhale, reaching the arms up, and hinge at the hips. Love little hamstring, fold down over the toes, bend the knees. Halfway lift, bend the knees deep, scooping it up nice and wide, and slowly bring the hands and the thumbs in. Drop the shoulder, tap the tailbone under, and feel that lovely Tadasana pose. Breathing in, squeezing the glutes, drawing in from the center. Close the eyes. Inhale. And slowly exhale. You've got it. Breathing in, let's reach the arms up. And we're going to link the thumbs this time above the body. Good. Then we're going to inhale, just reach the body over towards that right hand side. But when you do that, I want you to think. So come back to the center for me. We're going to breathe in. We're going to lift long. We want a nice long spine. And then we're going to reach over. But we don't want to kind of reach and kind of get that collapsing in the upper body. So come back, inhale, reach. Nice deep breath, chest lifts, and then a little stretch to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, drop both shoulders down, relax the head. Nice deep breath. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, reaching over towards the left-hand side. Drop your shoulders down, you've got it. Deep breath. A little reach for 3. Relax the face. For 2. And 1. Inhale, reaching up, swinging the arms down, and the hands onto the hips. You've got it. Good. We'll spend a little bit of time working on the lower body again in our nice, strong chair pose. You're welcome to use the wall if you like.
If you want a little bit of fire today, last little bit of push, you're welcome to kind of take it. I'll give you instructions to hold, but come out of it, just straighten the legs if you need to, all right? So inhale, we reach the arms up. We're gonna rotate them back. Just take a few big circles. Just getting a little bit of stress and tension out of that upper body. Well done. A little smile if you like for 3, 2, and 1. Reaching it up. And we're gonna swing the arms wide, the feet are hip distance. We're gonna sit down and swoop the arms. See if you can swoop them alongside those feet, and then we come back up to standing. Good. Inhale, arms come wide, and we sink. This time, sink into the heels, maybe lift the toes and just lift the chest. The hands can be on top of the knees. The hands can be on the hips, or you can draw the hands alongside the ears. Sink in and hold in. Just breathe. A little smile, relax the forehead. 3, 2, and 1. Straightening those legs, swoop the arms down. Good. Staying standing, 2 big circles. In and out. Getting a little bit of release there. You've got it. 3rd one, we're gonna reach the arms out and down, swooping alongside the feet. Come back up to standing. Good. This time, another little hold option. Stay a little longer. So sinking into the heels, you begin to lift the chest. That's where we want to be, sitting down as if you're sat on a chair. Maybe the arms come alongside the ears, drop the shoulders down, relax the face, and just breathe. Feeling that lovely chair pose, channeling that inner strength, feeling that fire, that push, maybe bringing the palms together in that lovely prayer position. Sending light and love and energy to those who need it. 3, 2, and 1. Straightening those legs and arms and swooping it down. Nice job. Inhale. Big circles. Take them slow. Maybe move the neck if you like. 2. Beautiful. And the 3rd one, we've done lots of twists today. So option to twist when we're in that chair pose, but also option to come out of it. So listen to your body, do what feels right in this one. Inhale, let's reach it up, swooping the hands alongside the feet, and reaching it up. And this time coming down. Let's find our pose. Sinking down into the heels, we lift up. Option to bring the hands up if you like, and hold. Breathing in and out. Good. Maybe bring the palms together, drop the shoulders down if you like. Maybe take a twist, so we swoop the left elbow over, either bring it on the knee or tuck it in front. Maybe pushing the hands in towards the midline. Good. Try to draw that left knee back, a little twist if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back to center. Either come to standing, or if you want that little fire, twisting in the direction, maybe right elbow rests on top. Maybe we draw the hands a little more towards the center, and maybe you can work that right knee back slightly so the knees are back in line. 3. Breathing in and out. Feel that little fire. Work with it. 2, and 1. Back to center. Scooping the arms up. Yes. And hands come together. You got it. Good. Just a little shake out. Roll the ankles. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lovely. All right, we're gonna play with a slight little bit of balance here, and then we'll float down. We'll have our 2-minute silence and a little shavasana. So feet hip distance, I'll use the wall if the balance feels off. Inhale. And as we exhale, bend the knees slightly, and your standing leg is gonna be your right. Left heel comes over, so you can keep the toes on the ground, and you can always open the knee wide or bring it across, the toes on the floor. If you wanna play with balance, begin just to lift that left leg. Maybe see you can get the hands on the outside of the leg or in the crease of the knee. We draw both shoulders back and lift. And relax the shoulders, thinking the core is a good place. Your drishti or your gaze, we're looking at something not moving in front of us. Good. If you wanted to add a little bit of a twist today, you can take that left knee in the right hand and just slightly bring it across you, just the littlest bit.
and maybe reach out with the left hand. Good, you can maybe see if you can look towards the left hand, just playing with that sense of balance. 3, 2, and 1. If the balance is still there, great. If not, put the foot down and come back up. See if you can grab it with that left hand. And opening it up maybe this time. How's that feel to you? Drop the shoulders down. And if the balance is there, other hand maybe. Put your finger and thumb together. Maybe looking towards that hand. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing it back and drop it down. Nice. Just nice to open it up, build on our twists, play with the hands, and don't forget to breathe. Inhale and let it go. Beautiful. Breathing in, little smile, and exhale. Maybe a little bend in the knees, just so you can shift the weight over nice, and then begin to bring the toes in. Remember, when you bring it across, you can bring it this way, and you can hold, you can open the knee wide, you can use a wall, so it doesn't have to be lifted. It's up to you. The balance is there, great. If it's wobbly, foot down, bring it up, and just rejoin us. Just play with it. Inhale, option to lift. And again, maybe bringing the hands either in the crease of the knee, draw the shoulders back, or on the outside. And lifting shoulders back, feeling like I'm drawing from the top of the head. And just see how that feels. Sometimes it helps to have a little micro bend in that standing leg, the tiniest little bend. And then maybe playing. So if you want to play with it, remember that's all it is, it's play, just checking in on the body. We're gonna take the left hand and the right knee just slightly in, and maybe reaching out. Drop the shoulders down. You really want to play with balance, maybe see if you can look over towards that hand. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing and coming back. And again, place the foot down or see if you can slowly transition. Maybe taking the knee out. Right hand, right knee. Maybe the hand comes out. Maybe point your finger and thumb together, maybe look in and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, coming back to center and bringing the foot down. Lovely. And take some big circles with the knees, just big steps. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. You've got it. Nice work. We're going to bring the feet hip distance apart, breathing in, reaching up, and slowly hinging at the hips, and bend down, palms together, down onto the mat, and bring the feet to the mat. Good. Knees down, slowly swing the body over, either to a seated position, knees to the side, up to you. Feeling nice and comfy in an upright position, maybe grabbing your drink. Cheers, everyone. Good. Just a little bit of stretch here. Move into Shavasana. And our 2-minute silence. Nice and tall with the spine. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back. Good. Kind of like we were doing in our chair pose sequence. Just trying to get a little release in that upper body. Just take some really big, beautiful circles here. 3. Inhale and exhale. 2. And 1. And dropping it down, shoulders down. So from here, if the feet are crossed, what we're going to do is bring both feet up. I want you to think about that left knee. We're going to draw the foot back and the knee down. If that feels uncomfortable, you can still keep the knees crossed, or you can have the leg in whatever way that feels comfortable. But we're looking for it to be bent. That feels comfortable. And you want to think about that right foot just relaxing softly on the top of that left leg. Good. Little twist today, breathing in. We're going to rotate and twist the body over towards the right hand side. Good. We're going to draw that left hip forward and just see how that feels for you. Staying here, or if you wanted to take a little bow down, you're welcome to. back down in gratitude and respect. Just reaching down, allowing everything to soften. Me closing the eyes. Good. Breathing into that left side body, maybe allowing the whole body to rest down onto the mat if the twist is there. And breathe to the belly. Feel that connection. For 4, 3. If the forehead's on the mat, you can rock the forehead side to side as well. 2. And 1. Inhale, slowly coming back up. Nice and lifted, and we begin to bring the body back to center. Good. Let's lift the knee up and switch sides so we can slowly drop that left knee down, and we're going to draw the right foot behind. So see how that is on the hip. If it feels comfortable, stay. Otherwise, extend that leg in whatever way feels comfortable. Good. Breathing in. And as we exhale, we're slowly just going to rotate the body towards the left-hand side. Drop the shoulders down. Work to push that left hip forward. Feeling that lovely little twist. Remember, the twist in yoga, it's less about how far you twist or what the body does, and it's all about that breath to the belly. You can stay upright. If you like the idea of bowing down, you can reach the hands forward, either coming down onto an elbow or reach as far as you can. We just let everything soften. Again, if it feels really tight on that side, go back a step. Otherwise, soften down. And take some deep, deep breaths into that right side body. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. 3. 2. And 1. Breathing in and out. You've got it. Slowly walking the hands back to center. Beautiful. And we're going to bring that right leg back. And this time we're going to extend the left leg and have that little bit of openness here. Good. We're going to inhale. We're option to stay on the ground. You can lift up and reach back. Chest open, heart open. Ascending that lovely energy that we've been trying to cultivate in the class. Outwards through the heart, or swoop the hand down. Inhale, lift up onto that right knee, just tucking under in the pelvis, maybe lifting and dropping that hand back. Feeling that beautiful opening in the chest. Just trying to channel that light and love. Feeling free, feeling open, feeling grateful. 3, 2, and 1, coming back down. You've got it. Sinking back down onto the ground. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back. 1 more big circle, breathing in. And exhale, dropping it down. Now, 1 more option. Again, you can stay here or we can lift up. So you can lift up with the hand and stay seated, or reaching forward, coming up onto that front knee and lifting up and back. 3, 2, and 1, coming all the way back to the feet. Beautiful. Let's switch sides, bending in the knee, extending that right leg, seeing how that feels. Good, dropping the shoulders down. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and back. Ooh, that was really crunchy for me. And then drop the left hand down, either staying seated. Inhale, lifting up. So working the pelvis forward. Last little openness, heart open, chest open. Maybe close those eyes and channel that gratitude and that respect, that freedom that we feel in this pose, being grateful for those who have allowed us to live in a little better scenario, and slowly bringing everything back down. Good, breathing in, rotate the shoulders up and back. You've got it, and down. Inhale, reaching forward 1 last time. You choose seated or reaching back. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1, bringing it all the way back down. Inhale, we'll slowly bring both feet in, and I just want you to find a comfortable upright position on the mat, seated, the palms lifted, and just begin to draw the shoulders down. We're just about there with our
2-minute silence. What I'll do is I'll play the last post. Take a nice slow deep breath in and out. And when the last post finishes and our 2-minute silence finishes, I'll read in Flanders Fields, and we'll take a little bit of time to get into our Shavasana and just relax, finishing the session today. So as you're sitting nice and upright, palms lifted, shoulders dropping down, take a few slow deep breaths for me. Inhale and slowly exhale. And if there's any little message, a little ideas, any words you want to say to those in your family who are involved, any messages of light and kindness you'd like to send out into the world to families and children who are struggling now, let's take the next 2 minutes to reflect. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead. Short days ago, we lived, felt dawn, and saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw the torch, be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. Today, this weekend, we remember. We send our respect. We send our love and we send our light in gratitude. And also sending that same beautiful energy to those currently caught in the nightmare of warfare now.
Breathing in. And slowly, slowly breathing out. I invite you just to take a little bit of time to slowly begin to find your most cozy and relaxed place for Shavasana, maybe lying down on your backs, wrapping up in something warm if you can feel your temperature dropping. We'll just take a few minutes to allow the practice, the movement, the reflections to just nourish every cell in our body. As you begin to find that space of stillness, just breathe in nice and slow. And slowly, slowly exhale. Little time just to reflect, to channel the strength in the practice, the physical push, breath. In a class where we spend a lot of time bowing down, gratitude and respect. Day we remember. Stay as long as you like. Thanks for logging in. Peace and love.